Yeah. In here I'm a somebody, and they all sing my name. Ooh, I wish this was real life. Ooh, I wish this was real life. Don't wanna wake up. I wanna keep pretending. Whoa, I wish this was real life. There. That's how I make my money. Look at me now. Look at me now. I chose a great night to do this. I'm coughing a lot. Hi, Wilku. So, you're gonna hate this stream. And so is most of my audience. But that's okay, because I'm doing it for the memes. I'm coughing. Okay. Wow, incredible. We turn the mic sensitivity up to 10. Now my audio should constantly be peaking. Hi, Wef. My audio is maxed out. It should sound like shit. Does it? Oh, what if I do this? Nah, fuck that. Forgot we were doing this. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, unfortunately, it won't show me super chats unless I... Oh. No, that's the wrong fucking account. Why do you want my fucking... my old high school account still? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so we're going... Since I can't have a super chat specific one, and I clearly can't trust any of you to not do the redeems, I'm going to have to kill all of them. You all have done this to yourself. Or rather, Wilku's done this. That you deleted. He's never truly gone. But he has been disabled. How does my audio sound? Does it sound good? I hope it does. Does it sound good? I hope it does. Does it sound good? Oh yeah. I'm gonna cough now and it's gonna fucking hurt. I'm doing good. Wilku, I know the joke you were going for. But like you do realize that is not good phrasing of it, right? I know. Should I take off my pop filter? I'm gonna do that. And the pop filter's off. Now you can hear all of the awful mouth noises. Isn't this wonderful? I think I might make Swag edit this video. I am so sorry, Wef. I promise you, this stream will not get better for you. You're going to hate this. Yeah. Put it on the punishment wheel. What a novel idea. I think that's a good idea. Thank you, F. I appreciate the suggestion. We're gonna get this to 100. Maybe. But we could get... How do I see how many members I have? I have 14 members. We're gonna get that to 100 someday. Good times. So now that we've had some people filter in, Wef, that is a lot of money. I don't have much. You know what? We're gonna shill the fuck out of this stream. I'm going to put this in every single self-promo section of every server I'm in. Want me to do the same? No. No, the less younger viewers on this stream, the better. I guess I can turn this down. My ASMR voice is just me talking quietly currently. Let me have a drink of water. Loudly. All right. I'm rubbing my whiskers on the microphone because I can't grow proper facial hair, but I can grow the remnants of one. Isn't that wonderful? How are you, Shin? Here, I'll point this towards my keyboard. For anyone curious what I'm writing, I'm not rate stars, but I can do ASMR. I just do it badly. Fuck it. Where's the... Alright. Let's get to the main course. Oh, yeah. Although, first of all, I like this armor. That was weird. Alright. Okay. So what we need to do... What a day, Fridays. Man, you have no fucking idea. The amount of shit that I've had to put up with today is fucking abysmal. Also, I just wanted to say, nobody has put anything in the Make My Mom Laugh channel. And that makes me disappointed. I may have accidentally made it private, so that could be why. I will check it later. Alright. So, let's start simple. We have a 16-inch weld. This is midway through a pass. The slag has been knocked off lightly. It hasn't been cleaned yet. And you know what that means. It means it's not clean yet. So naturally, we have to work around that. Hello, Jevel. It's good to see you. Howdy. Ho hum howdy do. This is a particularly cursed stream. Ba-bum. Ho hum howdy do. So, naturally, we can see here that his pattern is weaving back and forth, one after the other. What was your name again? I'm gonna let you guess. Hint, top of the description. Oh, who am I kidding? I am Peddles the shark. Hello, Joker Potato 270. It's a good number. A good year. What happened in the year 270? Let's find out. No. It's Jevel. I'm gonna be honest. I just fucked it up. I apologize. I get genuinely annoyed when people get my name wrong, so I need to put the proper effort in to get other people's names correct. That's my bad. I appreciate your tolerance. They killed a lot of goths. What's your opinion on using a welding tool on a human? I think it's a very good way to get them a career as a welder. I'm asking for a friend. Oh, you're trying to be edgy. Don't try to be edgy. doing a thing where Flowey has taken over my channel. Well, as long as you keep it on your channel, that's alright. Claudius died of the plague. Unfortunate. Well, best of luck to both our goals. So, we can notice spatter down either side, of course. Incomplete slag removal because I removed it by giving it a slight tap with the file. We can see that some of the spatter had actually gotten onto the weld directly, and I've knocked it off. And again, we see that pattern back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and fuck it up right there, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. This is not a bad weld by any means. This is an in-progress weld by someone who genuinely does know what they're doing. This weld passed X-ray. We have this picture of an OLED. Basically, we have a big piece of pipe here, and we have drilled or burned a hole. I know, Jeffel, it's difficult for me too. But just deal with it for now. That's tonight's stream gimmick. I promise it won't be a regular thing. So, let's look at this piece. It's got a threaded inside. We have several passes. Evil, you have no idea. A couple people have pointed out. Excuse me. There's a few points where I have not woku. I want to search that up now. We should do an ASMR try not to laugh where I keep my volume sensitivity at max. And so if you guys send me something that makes me laugh, it just fucks up all of my audio equipment permanently. I have safeguards in place. It won't do that, but it will be an awful viewing experience, and I am down to do it. We may turn this stream into that by the end of this. While a viewer... Oh my god, I can't speak. You can see a flat spot here. And a bit here. And up here. That's where they noticed a flaw. And they took matters into their own hands, grinding away until it was all gone, except for that part, and that part, and that little bit of slag there, and a little bit above there. But this was a position let weld. This is an awkward position. And so, we'll give them a pass. You described that like it was a true crime story. Shin, my friend, every weld tells a story. And sometimes there are things covered up. But the problem I have with this is not with these spots. Although this is proof that those who noticed it have an inspector's eye. I also have a pipe fitter's eye. So when I see that slag has fallen in and popped into the threads, when I try to put a fitting in here and turn it, what's going to get stuck in the threads? That's right. That molten metal that is fused into the threads. We can remove that. It's best if we don't need to, but we do. And we will. X-ray is not infallible. The X-ray called this weld in this section for porosity. Now, porosity means it's porous. It has air bubbles. Tell me, do you see any round air bubbles on this completely fucking flat weld that they have ground down so heavily? Because I do not. For future reference, don't announce when you're leaving, but okay. We can also see it had some shitty fusion here. Excellent fusion here, but really shit here. We told X-ray to go fuck themselves. And they did. Now we have an X-ray film piece. Can you spot the error? Every weld tells a story. A dent near the 3 on the top. So, when we look at a piece of X-ray film, the whiter it is, the higher density we're reading, meaning there is more material in this white area. So this, bad example, this weld here If we turn this image on its side, we will have that white line, we'll have the numbers along, and we'll have whatever special things are inside of it. So, in a perfect world, we would have a nice uniform white line across. We won't get that perfectly, of course, but we'll try. What I see two little circles, dots of slag, left behind, forgotten, invisible to the eye, hidden. But X-ray sees through it. Oops. We also can see a slight bit here. And a slight bit there, but that could be an error with the film. We don't know. Wilku searched up workplace fails, and we'll probably look at those in a bit. I've coughed. Let's look at this welding tutorial from 1942. I have seen this, and it's actually a fucking excellent video.
Naturally, the joints to be welded will be found in a number of different positions: flat, horizontal, vertical, and overhead, each position with its own problems. In this film, we shall deal with shielded metal arc welding in the flat position. Welds in this position are considered flat. The limits of the flat position are 15 degrees in this direction, 15 degrees in this direction, and 30 degrees in either of these directions.
That means that a regular pipe weld, if you're doing it from the top, will be flat.
The flat groove is comparable to the flat fillet, except that there may be an opening at the root of the groove, and the angles of its sidewalls are likely to be less than those of the fillet. In flat welding, as in other positions,
I'm going to have sex with that Elmer Fudd character. And no man alive will stop me. Let's continue.
we are concerned with four main factors. First, current setting. Second,
That is your amperage.
angle of electrode.
If you're dying, I suggest you head to your local hospital. Hope that helps.
Third, length of arc.
So, his commentary, he's using something called the transatlantic accent. This was a voice that was developed by Hollywood to better show up on the old audio recording systems. I mean yours. This is ASMR.
And fourth, speed of travel.
Look at that
Both
waddle.
size of electrode and thickness of the plate to be welded.
That had better be 6010 rod, or I'm going to beat a motherfucker into the ground.
Must be considered in making the proper current setting. Here we are using a 3/16 diameter all position electrode.
Why the fuck are you using 3/16ths on that fucking plate? That is so fucking overkill.
AWS Class E6010.
Okay, it's 6010, which means it can be exposed to atmospheric humidity within reason. Hello, Toast. It's good to see you. How have you been? My fucking dog is upstairs. I'm doing excellent.
With direct current reverse polarity. So with normal arc voltage, we shall have a current setting in about this range. It is important in starting the weld that its size and shape be established immediately.
Like anything else, the beginning is how you end. Don't fucking roleplay at my chat. This is your only warning.
Making a uniform weld depends on control of the molten pool. The shape of the pool and the action of the molten metal at the rear of the pool are the operator's guides in making a weld of the proper size and shape.
Thank you.
As the heat of the arc melts the base...
This is an excellent picture. It shows that it creates a pool, the pool solidifies, it moves forward, creates a pool, the pool solidifies, creates a pool, and so forth. The electrode creates an arc. You're much more intimidating this voice. You're not the first to say that.
metal, there is an area at each side of the molten pool that is undercut.
Undercut, where it burns away the side of the metal. However, as he's about to tell us,
However, as the metal melted from the electrode is mixed with the molten base metal, it flows toward the rear of the pool to fill the undercut area and form the weld. The coating on the electrode forms a gas shield that protects the molten metal from harmful elements in the atmosphere.
oxygen is the enemy. In some cases, humidity is the enemy. And if you fuck with me, then I am the enemy.
It also furnishes fluxing and slagging ingredients, which combine with the impurities in the molten pool.
The flux is less dense than the molten pool of metal, and therefore it naturally rises to the top.
These float to the top, and in cooling, form a slag over the weld.
It forms this ugly bit, and when you knock that off, it's gone.
On completion of the weld, the slag is removed. In doing this, the operator should protect his eyes from the sharp, hot, flying particles of slag by wearing some form of goggles.
Or just use your welding lid.
The surface appearance of the cleaned weld indicates when it has been properly made.
To an extent.
The ripples on the weld are uniform. The face is fairly flat. Fusion is complete with minimum overlap or undercut.
Again, what we are trying to do with welding is we are not trying to melt metal over metal. We are trying to use our electrode to take these two pieces of steel and make them one. Isn't that beautiful in a way? We will make this steel one.
In making long welds where more than one electrode must be used, it is necessary to thoroughly remove the slag from the crater before the weld is continued. To continue the work, the arc is struck ahead of the crater, and holding a medium-long arc is swung back to the rear edge of the crater to re-establish the molten pool. The weld is then continued in the normal manner.
Not necessarily, Jeffel. You want to try to fuse the same type of metal to itself. Now, the base metal you'll be using will be a combination of different metals. You'll have your basic iron, but it might have chromium for rust resistance, manganese, other properties that are added in. Might be high carbon or low carbon steel. Who knows? Oh wait, your material test record will know. And if it doesn't have it, then don't fucking weld it. Unless you're on a farm, in which case have fun. If you try to fuse two very different metals together, you end up inviting corrosion. How many languages do you speak? Effectively, just English. Poorly? 2. I can speak a little bit in French. I can ask you comment ça va? Eh? I can speak in broken grammar, where you can likely figure out what I'm trying to say, but it's not actually correct. Dis les français mots, s'il vous plaît. Je veux les français mots. It would actually be mot français now that I think about it, but still. Good question.
The weld has a smooth, continuous face. In order to prevent the possible starting of cracks in the arc crater at the end of a weld,
The C word is not good.
it is necessary to fill the crater completely. An effective way of doing this is to pause momentarily while the crater is filled.
You apply more heat to one spot.
Then, bring the electrode back over the work as it is drawn away to break the arc. With the crater properly filled, the danger of crater cracks is eliminated. The weld is started with the electrode held at about this angle. During the first few inches of travel, it is changed to about this angle, which is maintained until we approach the end of the joint. During the last few inches of travel, the electrode is brought to about this angle. These changes of electrode angle are made to counteract arc blow. And even
Look at his beautiful bald head.
Joe McGee has trouble with old man Arkblow.
I love you, Joe McGee. Please, have my babies. What the fuck, old man? That's a really fucked up thing to do. Please don't
Arkblow
freak out.
particularly troublesome in direct current welding. Notice how the angle of the electrode
Arc blow will scare you more.
is used here to overcome the effects of arc blow. As the weld progresses away from the start of the joint, arc blow decreases. As it decreases, the electrode is brought up to a more normal angle. Notice the absence of trouble from arc blow when the weld has progressed this far. As we approach the end of the joint, it is again necessary to change the angle of the electrode
I needed to know why the old man was doing that.
to counteract arc blow, which now becomes troublesome from the opposite direction. It is always necessary to maintain the proper length of arc.
Yes,
If the arc is too long, the metal melts off the electrode in large globules and spatters over the work.
and if you have lots of spatter, I will get into your fucking house, find you, shake you awake, and ask you to clean it up. Because the spec says no fucking spatter, so why am I fucking seeing spatter, you dumb motherfucker? Anyways.
The molten pool is hard to control. The surface of the weld is rough, irregular, and badly undercut.
It's very true.
There is very little useful weld metal.
Look at that. No penetration at all. This is not a fucking innuendo. Grow the fuck up if you're about to laugh at that. We use rods to get penetration. And if you get little trips in the holes, then you can't fit the nipples in. Are we done laughing? Okay, then shut the fuck up.
When the arc is too short, it is difficult to maintain a continuous pool. Slag and gases are likely to be trapped. The weld is very irregular, with poor fusion at the root.
We can see the gases are trapped. Porosity. Little holes. Pores. Trapped air. Bad for your weld.
Slag and gas inclusions. If the current setting is too high, there is too much heat, causing the metal to melt too fast for good control. There is excessive spatter. The slag is hard to remove. Penetration is too deep, with undercut on both sides.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. We can see that, God fucking damn it, we can see that it really did burn into the metal, but didn't replace it there. We've created a point where stress is likely to build if it's pushed on, and eventually break.
Penetration is too deep, with undercut on both sides. When the current setting is too low, there is not enough heat to maintain a continuous pool. The weld is rough and irregular.
You'll notice they keep saying it's rough and irregular. Unlike welders in their home life, we don't like our Bleh, we don't like our welds rough. And while the welders might not be, the welds do need to look regular.
Fusion is poor, especially at the root, with excessive slag inclusion. It is necessary that we maintain a correct and uniform speed of travel. If travel is too fast, the metal is not melted properly for good control of the pool.
Yeah.
The weld is small and rough. The edges are undercut.
Oh no.
And fusion is poor.
Not just poor. We can see that it didn't fuse at all at the root. That's bad. That's very bad.
Undercut. And fusion is poor. When speed of travel is too slow, the heat is held in one place too long, melting too much base metal for proper control of the molten pool. The weld is oversized. Fusion is poor at the root.
Again, the fusion suffers. And we can see some irregularities here, along with poor fusion at the sides.
Metal is wasted. To make a groove weld in the flat position, the same procedure as used for the fillet weld is employed. The width of the root opening may make it necessary to weave the electrode from side to side in order to ensure proper fusion at the edges.
Remember that first weld we looked at? I hope you do. Remember how I said he went from side to side, back and forth. This is what I'm talking about. We have to hit both sides.
The correct weld has a uniform, flat face. Fusion is good.
Mostly.
The second layer is made with a similar weaving motion.
The second is called a hot pass. You do it while it's still hot from the root.
And the face of this layer, if correct, is also flat and uniform. The second layer of the flat fillet weld is made in the same way as the second layer of the flat groove weld. Fusion is complete in both types of joint. Now again, let's remember that in order to make successful welds in the flat position, we must control the metal in the molten pool. This can be done only when we have correct current setting, correct angle of electrode, correct length of arc, and also the correct speed of travel.
And there we are. I hope you learned something. Why are 9 people watching this shit? Drop a like if you are enjoying wasting your time here. Oh, never mind, it dropped to fucking 6 now that I mentioned it. Fuck! That's okay. Let's get back to the welds I've seen. What we see here is someone welding a support onto a valve stem. This is using a structural procedure, not weld. It's a fillet weld, not a groove weld. So, what can we tell? Well, first, what the fuck? Second, poor fusion on the side here. Third, too much metal here, to the point they ground it down. They had bad porosity. They ground down as best they could. But in doing so, it just accentuates the worst features of it. That part especially in the center. We go down, and we see very little weld metal, along with a rough part. It's unfortunate. I know this welder. They're capable of better. Let's take a look at another one of theirs. Same situation. Let's see what's with the weld. Not bad up here. It ended not as badly. That's not good. That is also not good. This part, I will accept. That part was just a fucking gouge. I don't know how the fuck they made that, but they did. And again, these little gouges. And down here. Down here. Oh, down here. I made these cool drawings. Did you make them by welding? Now, of course, we have 36-inch groove weld around a pipe. 36-inch. No? Oh. Well, we're talking about welds. Paper and pencil. Excellent. So, this is a semi-automatic welding process. The machine moves the gun, so to speak, back and forth for the welder. The pipe rotates at a continuous rate. The welder makes small adjustments as needed. We can see that down here we run into some slight issues. But all in all, it's uniform and it works. And it passed X-ray. Now, this one. This weld. I want to know what you think. What story does this weld tell you? Time's up, you dumb motherfucker. My cat's getting super stressed over the new dog. That's not what I asked. We've got a little irregularity here. We've got a grinder mark here, and here, and up here. Why the fuck is there a grinder mark up here? Tell me, why the fuck? You can't. I don't fucking care. Okay, then get out of my chat. Let's just fix that. What, you said you don't fucking care? Alright. Problem solved. Anyone in the future who doesn't fucking care? That's quite alright. Know that this one won't be overturned. Welding is my profession. Well, inspecting is my profession. Inspection I consider an art form of its own. You've directly disrespected my art. Go away. Now that I've done the regretfully mine quota of yelling at a child, let's go and take a look at this one. I think I can see my future in this. I don't know what it means. Perhaps one day I will end up in an irregular, mashed up mess. Probably on the front of a bus. We get to see a bit more. Some surface area things. That part, there's definitely some sort of surface level inclusion. I say that because I inspected this weld about 4 hours ago. And this is... Actually, when did I take this picture? Oh, never mind. I inspected this about 7 hours ago. And of course, they ground down as needed. This one. Going back and forth. It's interesting. It looks like a face. We can see from the angle of the pool that they were moving fairly quickly. And while I would prefer them to clean this area up more, it's still a good weld. This one. Oh, this one. Do you see any issues? I do. But first, let's see what extra information we can get. We can see on this fitting that it is A/SA 350 LF2 Class 1. And then it goes on to list the heat number, which I have masterfully hidden. Well, starting off, we instantly see spatter. uncleaned. We see an ugly fucking side. We see an ugly bottom. We see some passes that are clearly distinguishable from each other. And we see that it looks like he didn't fucking get one of the passes. Like, this, I understand that OLEDs are in an awkward position. Also, you melted the fucking OLED. By the way, you fucking burned into it. There are a lot of words to describe people who do this. I'm not allowed to say most of them on the internet currently. There is one laid off. At least it will be. I exaggerate slightly, but at the end of the day, this is lack of care. There's no fucking reason you should be blowing through an OLED. To calm my nerves, we have a nice weld. We see a little bit on the surface. They could have cleaned better. But at the end of the day, this is a good weld. And finally, last weld of the day. View. That's all of our welds. So now, I have to do a little something special. Are you gonna fucking open? You gonna fucking open, Krita? Okay. That's excellent. Perfect. Now, of course, we need to find... Let me just figure out what I actually fucking need to find. Omegamon from Digimon. Let's find Omegamon. Oh, I found Omegamon. I assume Shin has gone to his own stream. And I am left alone to figure out which fucking Digimon this is. Ow, my fucking knee! Ooh, my fucking knee! I hit it on my microphone. Fuck! Gonna drink some water. Also, would we like some music? Go for where his sword and cannon are drawn. Okay. Ow, my fucking ankle. It made a sound that it shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I don't need to harp on that situation, but I really do need to ask, who goes into a welding stream and says, I don't fucking care when asked about the weld? Okay. You'll only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. Ooh, Oh, love, won't you kindly please just let me let you go? Aren't I just a fool now for letting you get this close? And I'll tell myself in time it won't be this bad. She had looks like a kill, and sometimes now I wish they had. Don't hold me close now, babe, just walk away. I'd love if I could hate for you to stay. Too old for this, you're over it. Just tell me you're not sure. You'd only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. Oh, 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 oh. I'll take my leave, I'll keep you just as you are. Before it's too sour, too stale, and someone gets hurt. And I'll do my best to forget her while I still can. She had eyes you could die for, and inside I surely have. Don't hold me close now, babe, just walk away. I'd love if I could hate for you to stay. Too old for this, and you're over it. Just tell me, just tell me you're not sure. You'd only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. Don't hold me close now, babe, just walk away. I'd love if I could hate for you to stay. I'm too old for this, you're over it. Just tell me you're not sure. You'd only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. I yawned. All right, let's get drawing. So, we start off. How the fuck do I make this full screen? That's how. Now hold me close, now babe, just walk away. Love that I will hate for you to stay. Yo, excuse me. I'm too old for this, and you're over it. Don't tell me you're not sure. You'd only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. Oh, 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 oh. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 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 No, hold me close now, babe, just walk away. I'd love if I could hate for you to stay. Too old for this, you're over it. Still me, you're not sure that you'd only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. So hold me close now, babe, just walk away. You to day. Summer. Too old for this, and I'm over it. Just tell me you're not sure. 'Cause you'll only break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. How the fuck are you able? Oh, right, I have the image right next to it, right. I was about to say, how are you able to tell what the fuck I'm drawing? Did I get a lot better than I thought I was? Yeah, no, Shin was a complete bro and saved my ass on a lot of audio equipment I needed, so the very least I can do is give him a shitty drawing of something he loves to treasure for as long as he considers me a friend. Until eventually we have some sort of falling out, and then he hates me forever. I'm not anticipating it, I just am not optimistic with people. God, I'm so good at what I do. There's also a rabbit with weapons for hands. We're making this for a rabbit. I wonder why he didn't want that. Oh, love, won't you kindly just please let me let you go? Hello, Cyber. How are you? It's good to see you. I needed some good company. I'm gonna be completely honest. I would probably let this Digimon step on me. And I don't know how to feel about that. Um, Now hold me close, oh babe, just walk away. I'd love if I could hate for you to stay. So over it, you're over this. Tell me you're not sure. Slowly break the heart of me by telling me I'm yours. Hello. This is looking good so far. I don't like that. There we are. So hold me close now, babe. Just walk away. Would hate for you to stay. So old lips and you're over it. Just tell me you're not sure. Somebody break the heart of me, but telling me I'm yours. Oh, 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 oh. All right. Okay. Ah! Um. Oh, shit. I ran out of room. Hopefully Shin doesn't realize. I don't think he will. Shin's not really a size guy anyway, I assume. Oops. There we are. Boom. Oh, fuck, I forgot my mic is still on ASMR mode. What's this guy called again? You can barely tell the difference. God, I'm so good at what I do. Alright, let me send this directly to Shin. Sending it right now. It's been sent. Well, this has been a great stream. All right. So my fucking microphone is back down to normal. Whew. Yeah. So that's how that goes, I guess. No, I won't save that. The PNG will be enough for me.
Things just happen to be where
I'm
perfectly ready.
Tell Shin that
I'm the A button master.
I'm gonna tell him I sent you your pic of Omni-Man.
Oh, I hit that. So much for me being the A button master, I guess. The moment movement. Ah, dang it. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, snap. Oh, that's freaking sweet, Peddles.
It's typing. He's like, this is sweet. And then every time that somebody says that and then they're typing something, I assume they're about to be like, get the fuck off my stream. Like, you're in my fucking zone. Masterwork spotted and still. Instead is what I attempted to say. We fucking love Shin. I'm fucking tired. I think we'll end the stream here.
Guy was just. Why would you stand right in front of me? As I'm holding a gun ready to shoot. That's my question. I was not gonna let that fail again. Perfectly grabbed that ball.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking tired. Good night, fuckers. I'll probably get drunk tomorrow night. I feel like it.